Right, congratulations. Last year's 91 kilo national champion. First year
at the weight.
At the weight as well, 91 kilo.
No, it was a box to tick off. I told you in the last interview that I was going to do it, and I did it, and it was tough. But it's all what I've been working for all my life. It's every amateur's kid's dream to win the nationals, isn't it? So
we thought there might have been a chance, but I mean, it's a hard thing to do, and you did it hard way because you beat seeded
number 2 seed,
number 2 and number 1 seed, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I boxed a good kid in the quarters from London as well. He won the nationals at 86 kilogram. I think a few years before, so I boxed some good kids.
And you know, it seems like it's a very similar scenario. I watched both of your, I think I watched the semi-final and the final, and both were just a little bit like the fight I've just watched here now, where the first round, it's like just like
feeling them out.
Yeah, and you get going. Second round becomes much more your fight,
step
and then third fight very dominant, because you just fought Stephen Ferguson, who I know fairly well from Derry Matthews' gym. Now Fergo went in at super heavyweight in this year's championships, got all the way to the semi-finals.
Yeah, he got beat by Ike, who went on and won the national title, and I'm good friends with Ike. He's a doctor, and we were just on the GB assessment together, and he really is a nice bloke and a tough fighter as well, so fair play to the lad I've just boxed then. Stepping in with Ike too.
He's talking about going down to I think 86 kilos in this year's championships. But it was a great fight. It was a fight that we had a big crowd there for.
Yeah, he brought a good few kids with him, and
you brought it as always.
Brought my crowd, and most of them was at the football match as well. So I still had a good turnout, and honestly, they go everywhere, and I'm so grateful to have support like I do around my area, and they really do drop everything for me. Obviously, apart from the football
now, because you're becoming a bit of a local hero now, and also a national hero now, because everyone's saying, watch this kid, watch this kid. Now I've been saying it for a long time, but I think you, as we've said before in other interviews, you've never been able to reach your full potential, because as you were getting good at that weight, you moved up, and now I'm hoping that this is where you found your niche at 91 kilos.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to move up again now. I'm going to stay at this weight, carry on with GB, hopefully get on GB, and I'm set at the weight then I can really box full time. And
so it's a realistic target in 2024, if everything keeps going the way it does. I could be watching you on telly at the Olympics.
Yeah, hopefully, touch wood. Well, that's not even wood, our wood's down here.
And in this gym,
touch wood, I really hope so.
That could be you and both Connor.
Yeah, Connor as well, because he's at 81 and he's just come back from the Worlds, and he actually went in at 86 and he wasn't even 86 kilo, and he did really well, boxed a proper game kid, so that will be brilliant for Moss Side Fire to have two lads.
The fight that was eagerly anticipated anyway, like I say, Stephen Ferguson's brought his big team down here, but what I loved about this is you both didn't need to fight one another. You know, it wasn't a necessity outside of competition. Fights like this doesn't normally happen, so I'm really happy in it, and it lived up to expectations. Because I'll tell you something, he's got a chin on a half.
Yeah, he has. I was hitting him with some big shots, and he kept coming. So fair play to him. He's a tough kid.
Not only did he take them, but he landed some bombs on you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
and again, that chin of yours, that's not a bad little weapon as well, is it?
No, it's not. I've got it off my Uncle John and my dad on it.
And that left hook of yours was a wonderful tune today, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Like I said, it was a tough fight, and I felt comfortable in there. I knew he wasn't, like I said, he's dropping weight as we speak, so I knew I was the bigger man, and I was just trying to control it off my jab, and I've just come back from the assessment and still been in the gym, still working, so my body's not 100% healed either.
So you go back in another, was it 3-4 weeks time for another assessment?
Yeah, so I'll go back to the GB the 17th of Feb to the 20th.
And where was that? Was that in Sheffield?
Yeah, in Sheffield, and we stay over in a nice hotel that they put us up in, which is brilliant. All the food sorted, it really is good. It's the job I want. It's what I've been working for. So yeah.
Well, hopefully they've got sense about them and they sign you up as quickly as they can.
I hope so.
I think you're a super talent, and now you found that weight that suits you.
Yeah, stick at that.
You know, you're looking devastating, mate, and also huge as well, especially when you were in the championships, because when you stood next to your opponent, who was the same weight as you, You were dwarfing them, mate.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think you're
no, I do feel like I'm big at this weight, and I'm very strict with my diet so I can make the weight. I make it fine, but I make sure it's a long process leading up to the weigh-in, so I'm 100% still and I'm not weakening myself.
Well, Patrick, like I say, thoroughly enjoyed it. Fergie played his part.
Yeah, he did.
You played your part.
The fans as well. It was good.
In fact, the last 3 fights, one of them being your younger brother.
Oh yeah,
absolutely cracking fight. You didn't get the result, Dan. Close fight, but you got caught badly in the first round, but still continued. And it was a very entertaining fight. But the last 3 fights were absolutely all 3 of them barnstormers.
And it's all free as well. What Nigel sets up, it's brilliant. What it does to the community, it's great. So. Fair play to Nige for doing that, and obviously his dad Kelvin also doing all the kids, and thanks to you, Lee, for always videoing me.
But you know what, what's it been like, because you've been here now based for about the last 6 months, is it?
Yeah, about 6 months now, and I'm just loving it. They've really made it a home for myself, and I just all the lads are top. Obviously Connor comes when he's not at GB and we're training together, so like I said, we're pushing each other on, and
it's brilliant as well, because you let Sol and your dad help out as often.
Of course, yeah, they do. They always keep Sol and my dad in the loop. Our Daniel, whenever he needs sparring, he's always welcome in this gym, and vice versa, we're allowed at Sale. And it's nice to, you know, everyone's still together around me, and because that's what you need, especially in the pro game. You need people you can trust and a good circle around you. Right,
well listen, I'll hopefully bump into you again.
Yeah,
hopefully, maybe in the northwest regions.
Yeah, next ABAs,
you might be bypassed that.
You
skipped over it.
Yeah, I might have, yeah.
Hopefully not, and I get a chance to watch your boxing again.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers, Lee, thanks so much, thank you.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.